Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of For Those Who Believe, this beautiful podcast about all things Casa. And today I'm just so excited to reconnect with my beautiful friend. I mean, we're just so close, sisters and daughter of the Casa, Jannie Videen. Did I get that right? I did. And
Yes,
you're in the south of Sweden, which just goes to show us that the Casa sons and daughters are all over the world. And, our connection is so strong. It's even just as strong as it was, like I was talking to you yesterday in the Casa. And I'm just so grateful for being able to spread the work of the Casa, remind people that the energy is still there, and all we learned at the Casa. And of course, it's still highly vibrational. And I always thank Medium Joao because he brought us all together. So we were so grateful to him for his mission and saying yes. Otherwise, we would never be put together on this planet. And it's like a reunion of sorts going to the Casa, and we'll certainly be back. We were just talking about that before we started. So we'll start off with you. Fine. Tell us, Yanni, how you came to the Casa, what year, and how did you hear about the Casa?
well, thank you very much for inviting me to this podcast. I really appreciate it, and it will be so fun. I
Yeah.
have a really long, interesting story, but I will try to hold it a little short. Otherwise, I will be talking for many, many hours. All started at 2010 when my younger sister she got the name Casa Dominatio in a meditation.
Wow.
And she called me and said, "Do you know what this is?" And I said, "I have no idea. Never heard of it." And I told her, "Well, you can try on the internet to look." And she got back to me a few days later and said, "This is a really big healing center." And I said, "Well, if you got the name, you have to go there." "No way," she said. "I have never been on a flight before and I don't want to travel by myself." And after some talking, I said, "Okay, I will go with you." And I did. And my husband was also with us. And in
Mm.
January 2011, we arrived with a Swedish group to Brazil in Abadiânia. It was very excited. It happens a lot. I have never been so far away from home before. It was my first long flight. So it was interesting. And I will not go into all small details, but somebody in the group said, "I think you should ask if you could be a guide." And I said, "No, I don't think I want to be a guide." And she said, "Well, you don't have to work as a guide. You can just ask." Okay, I asked. And I went to the line and I asked if I could be a guide. "Yes, you can." And okay, I didn't know what to do, but I was a guide.
Just like
Nobody,
that.
nobody told me what to do.
You just learned yourself. You were
Yeah,
guided.
yeah. And then when I got home, it was interesting. People thought we was crazy going there. And, and you
Well,
know
yeah.
me, I don't care what people think.
No, me neither. You know.
And then the phone called one day and said, "Wow, we need you in Abadiânia to be a guide for our guests. Are you interested?" And I said, "Well, oh yeah, maybe." I didn't have any work at that time because the company I was working for, they moved their whole business to France. So everybody working there was employed. So I said, "Okay, I go." So I just put on the
Yes,
flight
it's so
and,
funny.
and and came down to Abadiânia. This was this was amazing. I had a
Yes.
lot of new friends. It was very, very big for me. And because I was not used to travel so far, and I remember one special funny thing, and I will tell you about that because my taxi driver Luciano, I had my first group, and I should show them, the Visa card you get on the flight. You need it
Yes.
when you go home. So
Okay.
I told them that you have to take good care of this because you need it when you go home.
Mm.
And they said to me, "Can you show it how it looks like?" And I said, "Yes, just wait," because I was on the Posada Solelua. So I went to my apartment and should pick up my passport and my visum. I didn't have any. So I went to my group and I said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any." And I was, my God, what am I going to do? So I did ask Luciano, "Can you please help me?" Yeah, we will have to go to Brasilia, to the airport, he said, to the federal. Okay. So the next day we left for Brasilia in a taxi, and he was supposed to help me. And you know how Brazil is. You have to visit so many places. And so we was going to one person, and he said, "You have to go to the next place." Okay, so we was going and going. And then I asked him, "What do we do if I don't get any visa?" "No, it's no problem," he said. "If you don't get any, I will drive you to the immigration station and you will just stay in Brazil." And I think my heart would stop. I was, I
You're
was
so
so afraid.
beautiful.
And
Lord
then
have
I looked
mercy
at,
on him.
yeah, and then I looked at him and I saw his smile, and I understand that he was just joking. So I
Yeah.
got my visa. It was no problem. But I will
Trust.
never
Yeah.
forget
Trust.
that.
I know he was such a beautiful soul, and he only
Yeah,
passed away recently. And you guys had a very special bond. We were talking about this yesterday.
yeah,
You
yeah,
guys were like soulmates from way back lifetimes,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you connected like I couldn't believe the connection was so powerful between you two. And that's Abidjania. That's
Yeah.
the Casa. The Casa brought us all together. And then you developed such a special relationship with him. How many times did you come to Abidjania then with groups?
I was there 34 times with groups.
That's
Yes,
I cannot
34.
believe it. That's what a lot.
Yeah, it is. And with different people. And I also, that summer, I did connect with a lot of people around the world. And we had so fun. My God,
Always.
I'm
Youth groups were always, it was about enjoying laughter, so much laughter. Even though people were sick, I remember. And you come down to the casa, remember the triangles we were talking about them yesterday. You'd always give me plans. I was always
Hello.
happy to help. And we
Yeah,
were giggling away like little kids. And your groups were
yeah,
so great. You were great guides, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you. So it was.
You had a lot of people, different people. And I remember so many of them, some passed away.
Special lady from Spain on the Posada, and she said to me, "I think you should be organize your own trips."
Hmm.
And I said, "No, I don't think I want that." "Yes, I think you should," she said, "because that's meant to be." And I was, okay. And how am I going to do this? Because I thought my English was not very good. I was a little afraid, but I didn't want people to know that my English was bad. You know how you are, but that's
Yes,
also who you are as a person. Today I
exactly.
don't care. I don't care anymore, but I did then
And learn, yeah, let go.
all the time. So I met a
Mm.
lot of people, and I think I have friends from Australia. Lorenzo,
Oh, he's
and
fabulous.
we had so fun.
He was our first podcast. He was amazing.
Yeah,
He is
And
so beautiful. He
yeah,
still
he
goes back too. He's been back there last year, and earlier this year he was there. I mean, he loves the energy, and he stays in Irma Soul, Irma Lua as
yeah.
well. He's a
I
really beautiful soul.
I did chat with him yesterday.
He was in Italy as
You
well.
know,
I
yeah.
mean,
Some people you talk to often, and some people you haven't heard of. So that's why the Casa and Medium Joao, I'm always grateful for that, because they connected us, all these people who are supposed to be connected.
yes, exactly.
So even if you have a lot of meetings, and some people, everybody I know who have been in Abadiania have got help in some way. And not everybody had got help at the Casa, but they got it when they get home. Because
Exactly.
it's in different levels.
Hmm.
Some get new experience, some people need understanding, some have blockage in their body, which I had. So suddenly one day I was just start crying like a baby on the street. And I know my husband was with me, and he said, "What have I did? What have I done? Why are you crying?" I said, "I don't know." And I really didn't know why. And I was crying all the time for at least 10 minutes. But
Emotional.
then now I know exactly what it was. And
Healing.
it's so big when you realize. And I have had a lung disease. I don't really know the English name, but it's cool in Swedish, and I think it is emphysema.
Seema, yes, I
Yeah, yeah.
remember. Yeah,
But I have been at an X-ray doctor. I know him. I have been at the
yes.
hospital and taken X-ray. I have nothing in my lungs, nothing at all.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. And I
It is.
was decided to meet a nature therapist. I have nothing to solve in my body. I'm done. I'm ready.
Yeah, you are healthy as, yeah,
Yeah.
strong
Yeah. So
in
this is
spirit
just
as well as body, spirit and body, you know?
yeah, right. And I think the most important is to believe in the positive and the entities, the
Mhm.
guides, and the healing we get. I have
Yes.
a crystal bed at home. Sometimes I don't use it for a few weeks, sometimes 2 to 3 times a week. And if I don't feel good, I am there every day for one
Wow,
hour, for
great.
sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks. So I think I have learned a lot.
You have.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
And you
sure.
have taught us a lot. You are my teacher too, because you had such faith and trust in the process. Every time I saw you, my heart jumped for joy because you were a great example and you were my teacher. You showed me how to trust and to let go because so much happened to you. I mean, you had so many difficult experiences at the Casa and you embraced them with such strength and faith and hope. And you really showed us how to do it, you know? I mean that. You're our teacher.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's
But I have
good.
changed a lot on during all these years. Sometimes I don't recognize myself from the past.
Yes.
Uh, I am very calm today. I
Yeah.
don't stress up. No way. I'm
Mm.
taking it easy. I am give myself time to eat slowly and nice. Look to that I have a nice plate with food, with a lot of colors. I really enjoy my breakfast, for example, every day.
Yes.
It takes me about
Gratitude.
15 to 20 minutes to eat my breakfast. And I have a lovely start every morning. And I
Mhm.
learn my grandchildren that too.
I
So I
know they're
always ask
beautiful.
them, what do you want to have? Something red, green? Yellow.
The rainbow. Eat the rainbow. They're
Yes.
beautiful. They are
Yeah,
beautiful.
it is. But I have
Yes.
also had death in my family on the casa because my older sister, she have also same disease that I have, and she came down there and she was very sick when she arrived. She couldn't breathe very well, but on the casa she could.
Yes.
She didn't use any of the oxygen she had
Yeah.
brought with her. She didn't need to. So she was in the current room Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and Friday morning. And Friday evening, she was so happy. But she didn't want to have any dinner. I'm not hungry. And she
Yes.
was out on the evening drinking coffee with us. And
Yes.
Saturday morning, I found her in the bed and she had passed.
I remember.
Oh, I was so happy for her because her kids told me she only had one wish in her life, and that was to come to the casa. And I'm so happy I invited her for the flight. So I paid for her, and it was
Remember.
amazing. And I got so much help from you, from Jocelyn. My God, this was.
My God. And she has passed on. May she rest in peace too. And
Mhm.
Amancio, who loves you to this day, and my Joao, who they all adore you because you are so strong and so you have great faith, and you know that your sister's in a better place. I'll never forget that morning when you came around and everything just flowed. You were so calm, you were so trusting in the process, and it was amazing. I mean, she really got what she came for, you know?
Yeah, I know. I
That
know.
is
And
true.
do you remember when we went to the waterfall?
Yes,
Yes.
tell that
And so
story.
we was waiting for the gate to be open. And I was sitting there. It was a day after she passed away.
Yes,
And I was sitting, you were sitting on my left side. And
yes.
suddenly I looked up and there came an eagle, really, really big. I think it was 1 or 2 meter above my head. And
Huge.
I just put you in the side. Look, and you jumped. What is it? And I said, did you see it? What? My God. And after the crystal bed, after the waterfall, I did talk to a medium from Sweden, and she said the sister, it was her who sent the eagle to you, and that will be your animal of power. So that's why I made a drum with the eagle.
Oh, can you show it to us?
I
I
will.
love this. This is so beautiful. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I only saw it yesterday
Yeah,
and you're going to use it on Sunday for the full moon. It is
yeah.
amazing. That's exactly what happened. My God. The power of that is extraordinary. Thank you. Oh God. May you really work with that now. This is amazing energy.
Now she disappeared. Now she come again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's not far
and I
away.
will.
She's right there.
Yeah, yeah. So I will use it again on Sunday. But I
You're a little bit, um, I don't know if it's my
I
connection. Let me
oh,
just,
we don't have. It's coming.
no, the
Somebody
connection.
wants.
I was just checking the connection. No, it's good. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you
So
just froze for a moment.
every time I come home from a trip to Abadiania, you go to the supermarket and need some food because you have been away for 2 weeks. And
Yes.
every time I went to the supermarket, I always met somebody, and they said, "Have you been in Brazil again?" Yes, I know. Why do you ask? Because you are all shining. The whole
Yes.
body of you are shining, and you are always so happy. Is that because of the trip? Yes, it is. It surely is. But it was something confirmed for me, how good it was for me.
Yeah, you were
When
shining your
people
light.
notice, yeah, the
Oh
shining
my
of a
God.
light. So I was so grateful after every trip I could do. And all my travelers, they always give me a lot of things. Some give me insights, you know what I mean? They give me understanding for
Yes,
some things,
yes.
but I also challenge me on
Yes.
many different levels. So I sometimes I have to take a step back, and sometimes I have to change something, change the one I was or what I said and how I acted in front of my group. So it was I did learn so much on the hard level. You know?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And they pushed your buttons, but you are always held yourself with grace. And you knew that there was a lesson to be learned there.
Yeah,
Whereas a lot of people were not that they weren't good guides, but they didn't use it as an opportunity for growth. But you did, because you saw that there was something to be learned.
yeah,
I noticed that a lot because not all groups are fun, 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 and but you shepherded them like they were your family. You always brought people who you really looked after. I mean, above the call of duty, but at the same time, that's what the Casa was about. And in love and service, it's written on the walls, Dom Ignacio, for the greater
yeah,
glory of God. And you did that. So
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. And you could see the change in people from when they arrived to when they left, because in
Oh
the
yes,
goodbye line, oh my God, your people were just bouncing through, and they changed their color even. They were so different by the end of the 2 weeks. I mean, I did see a huge difference. And you used to come up to the cafe and we had such laughter and joy and fun, which we need in
yeah,
our
I
lives.
know.
We laughed all the time.
I
It was
know,
so
I know.
special.
I have so many memories from you and from Café Central. My God, I did see you, and you were funny, and that was also giving people not only the serious part of the casa, and
Yeah,
also the fun you are enjoying for sure.
yeah. Even
I
though some
don't,
people were so sick, and dying, and it was just the joy of being alive and sharing this healing
yeah,
energy. Everybody received,
yeah.
everybody, not
I
only
never,
there but at home.
I don't know if you remember the kids, and you should bring mustard and ketchup, and you put it like this on the table. My God, you remember?
Yeah, but when you squeeze them, strings come out. All my clown, my halo, and my wings, and my wand. We were just two big kids, and everybody was squeezing the mustard, and it was all joke mustard and joke
Yeah,
ketchup.
but that was so fun. That makes
Yeah,
people never forget. They will never forget these things.
because it's about really lifting our spirits and
Yeah,
being
yeah,
lighter,
of
the
course it
lighter
is.
side of life. It's healing.
And when people see you as a guide that having so fun, they had fun too. They
Absolute.
also opened up and looked to the fun. And we
Yeah.
had really fun on my tours, believe me. It was very serious, but we also had a lot of healing, but they also have fun
Laughter. I
all
know.
the time.
We were like children, really,
Yeah,
and I remember you guys going on trips and coming back, and you were beaming and smiling, and
yeah,
it's infectious because everybody around you felt the energy. I always love to see you coming to Abidjan. I said, "Oh my God, we're going to have such fun." I mean, it was just that's what was happening, and you were different from other groups because some people were very nervous. I think you relaxed your people a lot more before they came,
Yeah.
and not to overthink everything. You just went with the flow because you knew that things were going to go well anyway. And sometimes you were challenged, but you always took it on the chin like a warrior.
Yeah, something like that. And it
Yeah.
also helps that people, I always travel with Luciano, and my people let to know him as well. And he was knowing me, and he was joking on the tour. My God, we was
His
going to
family.
look at the tower in Brasilia, the high tower, and
Oh,
he didn't
yes.
want to go on the high. And I said, if you don't go up, you are a chicken. So
So he
next
went on
time we
straight
arrived, next time we arrived, I told him, and I just pointed up. And do you know what he said? I prefer to be a chicken. And my whole group was laughing. That is something that also I will never forget.
No, it's just the beautiful experiences. And you knew his family, and
Yeah,
that connection is rare, and um he always asked for you, during COVID and before he got very sick.
yeah, I
He
know.
always we always talked about you. When I met him, we always laughed. It was an after effect of what
Yeah,
your joy, and he always just chuckled away, even when he was very, very ill, and it was something really special between you and him and the
yeah,
groups. He just loved who you brought, and it was amazing how connected you were. It was very, very special. I believe it was a reunion of souls,
yeah, of course.
which happens at the
But
Casa.
yeah, but I did talk to him until a week until he died, until he passed.
Wow.
We did chat by WhatsApp all the time. And I think it was on the end, I said, Bon dia, good morning. And
Yes.
he didn't answer. And I was, what? So I did write to him, is it a bad day? And he only put this one up.
Yes.
So I did understand. But I have been talking to his daughter a lot, a
Wow.
lot. So,
Wow.
and I have also talked to his wife from his daughter. And
Wow.
she said, if you ever need anything from Abadjania, please let us know because we will help you.
Your
So
family.
it's so nice to hear that. Yeah,
Your family. And you were also Amancio's family too. I
yeah, I
mean,
know.
you know that your family, your spiritual family is there, but they mean that because you brought joy. It wasn't about the money or
No,
it was real, pure love, which is very rare. And
yes,
that is something that we have still got. The Casa is pouring out this huge vibration of love. And
of
that's why
course.
we're talking now, because we're part of this family. I mean,
Yeah,
we were sisters, I mean, we're like two
we are
little
for sure.
kids, together. And I haven't talked to you for so long. And yesterday when I talked to you, it was like, I just met you yesterday, like it's amazing. It really is. It's beautiful. I'm just so happy to see you and to talk to you about these experiences because I was there and we shared this and we will share more. As time goes on, we will share more for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, of course. I know somebody is joking with us. Do you know that?
Yes,
Hmm.
exactly.
Do you know?
You- Yes, exactly. We're having a little glitch, but that's good. It's a connection, and yeah.
Uh, maybe we'll not talk about that, but I know who it
Oh,
is.
Yeah, you're frozen there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And they're just
yeah,
all happy, the spirits are
yeah,
all around us all the time.
yeah.
And
They are.
the loved ones are not far away, they're right
No,
beside
no.
us. And we learned that at the Casa, that they work at, where we're going to be when we pass on. We're going to be working in the Casa as well.
Yeah, I know that.
It will never end, which is fantastic.
Yes, it is. But I
Oh,
think I'm not the same. I'm far away from the person I was 2010 and who I am today, 15 years later.
exactly.
Um, I sometimes I don't recognize myself, but the healing and the help you get from the casa still continues
Yes,
every
today,
single day, if you are open and want to listen to your heart and your body.
exactly.
And sometimes you have to go through hard things. But if you have God behind you, it will be much easier to get through all this hard stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And
important to know.
you
Uh,
have been there too, Yanni. I mean, there were times when you really needed help and they sent you the right people to help you. It's not all fun and games. We go
no,
through a real dark night of the soul because we are warriors and we're on the front line of the
yeah,
work. The light workers, we really have been challenged and are challenged, but there is nothing to fear. But when you're going
no,
through it, it's hard. Yeah, you
it's
have been
hard.
through it.
Yeah, it's hard to be through it, but during that time, you will also have a lot of insights. You realize a lot of things. You just got it in your mind. Ah,
Mm.
that's why that happened. Oh my God, it is like this all the
Yes.
time. I can't even number how many of these things I had during the hard time. A lot of.
Yeah.
And that also made me understand life better
Mm.
and learned me to be calm. Don't be upset about it. Don't. Be always the loving person you are. Whatever they do to you, always send them love and be prepared to help them if they want your help. Always.
You are an inspiration because this is not easy. This
No.
is to see with the eyes of the Christ. And this is a big test, like you were tested all the time, bringing the groups, your sister passing away, now our family tests us as well, and you have nothing but love in your heart. But this is what we learned at the Casa.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
prepared. They were preparing us for these hard times, that we are
Yeah.
going through now on the planet. But we are ready. You already said, I am ready. You are able and you are understand. We have to go through the good and the bad. It's like a
Yeah.
roller coaster.
But it's more nice to live now when you have the knowledge about that because you don't care. You don't care really if people are saying something bad to me. I can take, okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to answer
You
because
don't.
they are on their journey and I
Yeah.
have done mine, the most of it. Not
Well,
all, of course not.
yeah, you've a lot done already. Also,
Yeah,
not to take anything personally. A lot of people take things personally, and it's not about that. We are
no,
one.
no,
We are one. We are all the same, and they are there to teach us too. But sometimes the teachers come with very hard lessons, and good. You rise above it, and you don't get engage in the lower.
no, no. But we are
And
all teacher and students, always.
yes, and you really taught me a lot. But also, apart from, it's like a school of life.
Yeah,
Every day
yeah,
there's a new lesson. It's
yeah.
not all roses. And yesterday, when we were talking, you had a beautiful grandchild. She is so you were getting her paints and helping her, and you were
Yeah.
holding her in your arms. And you said that she always wants to be in your arms. I mean, the love is so huge. It's amazing. I
I will
saw
pick
that.
her up at 3 today as well.
Yeah, I know. We were just saying we keep an eye on the time, but they love
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
and they're lucky to have you, and you are so good with them, like the grandmama, and you're always out on expeditions with them too. You learned all this love at the casa because you saw how everybody was just saying, "How can I help you? How can I serve you?" In the casa, everything was about service and love. How can I help you? And you brought people who were very sick there, and your sister
yeah,
passed away there. You really wanted to serve the divine power, to serve our brothers and sisters. And this is very important. I mean,
yeah.
this it's hard. A lot of people are not awake yet, but it's not our job to wake them up. We have to walk our own paths, but
I
they will
didn't,
come around.
I didn't expect her to stay in 3 hours in the current because I told her, just do like this and I
Yeah.
will be there for you. And she didn't. And suddenly I was just listening. Is she still breathing? Yes, okay. But, you know,
She
it's
stayed.
great. Yeah. But it was so amazing because she only have, I think it was 11% of her lung capacity um,
It's,
left.
yes.
11%.
It's,
It was, my God, I was so grateful.
how did she survive those days? I
Yeah,
remember it very well because you told me, and I went round to the Amansio's place and I
yeah,
met her, and she's a beautiful soul, but she was so ready and
yeah,
she just seemed so well to me. I couldn't believe you said she's very sick, and I was like, really? And when you told me, I was like, my God, how is she even? And I remember her staying in those long currents, and I was thinking,
yeah,
this is a miracle. She got
yeah.
her miracle,
It
you
is.
know?
It is. It
And
is. That's when you realize what they are doing,
exactly. And,
for
and that's
sure.
showing you physically what they're doing. But did you get any negative energy when you came back from Brazil that time with your
No,
sisters?
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
you see, they knew that this was what was in her path, and she got her wish, and it
Yeah,
was a
and
miracle. You were
yeah,
very
it was a
calm.
miracle. And I did talk to her kids all the time. And the lucky one, or the best part in all this story, was that I had, how can I say this? I was lucky to have all the help, and I could see who she were. We was on the tour before the healing trip, in
Yes,
Piranópolis, and
yes,
he did stay at the Posada at the Mancius place, and he said to me, "I will look after her every day, and if something happened, I will call Luciano at once because he was always with me."
yes, you know.
And it was so blessed,
Yes.
all this.
There is no place else in the world that this can happen.
Uh,
It was the Casa and the
and
entities.
the, and the same year in December, because this was, I think it was in the summer of,
Yeah,
yeah, and in
June.
December, on the same day as my birthday, my other sister passed away, my younger sister.
Wow. The same year.
Yeah,
That's very difficult.
yeah,
So they,
I did.
wow, you're frozen again. You can release us now. That's your other sister coming through.
um, Here she is.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
she is.
I didn't have really good connection with her, but she passed.
Okay, that's hard going. Yeah, the connection is a little stuck. But it's okay. That's part of the work. We need to
Mm,
let it all go,
yeah,
and
yeah.
forgive and be in a state of love and forgiveness, which is not easy, you
No,
know.
it is. No, it's well, well. I will never forget the time in Casa. Never, ever.
I
It
cannot
was.
believe you were there 34 times. I mean, it seems like you were living there, you know, because it was so exciting when you were saying, I'm coming back, and I lost count. And then you would bring so many triangles back and so many things from the casa that carried the energy, and
Yeah.
they were all signed by the entities. And
And
I
people are
was so,
still asking for triangles.
well, they're still down there because Horatio passed away, who used to make them, Lord of
Yeah,
mercy on
yeah.
him as well. And now they've found another person to make them. And they're great, they're the same. I have them all over this house here in Ireland. That's why it's so protected. There's nobody ever going to break into this house.
Maybe
They'll
you
die.
have the same limit as I have because I have saddened here.
That's a lot. But it's protection,
Yeah,
I have my triangle around my neck. I have it on me today, but I
yeah.
have the Nasa Parasita. I have the Black
Ah,
Madonna. She always is with me.
yeah,
The
yeah,
patron of Nossa Senhora Aparecida. She is always with me. And Dom Ignacio, I mean, they're always with us. And they go where we go, it's with the casa lives inside of us. We are, carrying this energy like a light to everyone we meet, and
of course.
some people will go back to the casa to top up, but we can connect anywhere. Today the current is flowing, so we can close our eyes and connect with
Yeah.
the current. I mean, I feel them all the time. They always send me rainbows. They sent a friend of mine passed away, and I was at a funeral this morning, and yesterday when I went to see him laid out with his body here, there was a double rainbow. I was like, thank you.
It's
Thank
so,
you.
oh
It
my
was
God.
from the entities saying
Yeah,
he's okay, he's free, he's liberated. I
yeah.
mean, death is liberation.
I have been on two funerals, and you
Mm.
can see on a photo the light who's coming from the coffin. No, what is it? The
Yeah,
name?
the
Yeah, the
coffin,
coffin,
yes.
and going up like this. I have it on picture, and what?
Yeah, I know. And
Yeah,
I see I
yeah.
see these pictures and I know, and I take pictures and I just cannot believe. I can see
No,
with my naked eyes before I take the picture. I mean, they've
okay.
opened my whole vision, but I see, I've just been in the west of Ireland, and my God, they're everywhere. I mean, I went to a waterfall and they sent me a rainbow in the waterfall at my feet.
Yeah,
I mean, and then just for a few seconds. And then I
yeah,
said to everybody, "Oh, there's a waterfall." And they're like, "No, there isn't. Where?" And I'm like, "Well, I have it in video. Here it is. Like, there it
yeah,
is." And they don't believe me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For those with eyes and ears to hear and
yeah,
see.
yeah.
So it is them protecting us, looking after us. They will never leave us.
No, right.
And our brothers and sisters, Luciano and your sisters, um, particularly the one that was in Abidjan, beautiful soul, they are helping too, They are not far away and they are helping
No,
us also with the energy. I mean, Luciano was a very, very powerful spirit. He's amazing.
I
He's
know.
not very far away. I never felt him very far away. It was
No,
sad
no, he's not.
because his family, it was very hard, but
Yeah,
he is, he was such a powerhouse. I mean,
yeah.
he was amazing.
It's I think I can feel him here almost every day.
Yeah,
Almost every day.
he's with
Uh,
us
I
today.
yes, I know.
Love him. Thank you,
Yeah,
Luciano.
he's I have one funny story too. with him, and I can tell you. And it was when we were supposed to leave. And my people always know that we were traveling with Luciano, always. And when the van arrived, it wasn't Luciano. And everybody was, what? Who is this? Well, it's Homolo, his brother. Isn't Luciano driving? I don't know. But he said he should come. Well, I don't know. And so we was inside the van and we was driving and everybody was like, oh, isn't he coming? They wanted to say goodbye to him. And when we drive outside Abadiania, Homulu said, don't worry. He had a tour to Brasilia. We will soon meet him and we will change. So suddenly we saw the big highway, and it was like he was standing on the left side, and Homolo stopped at the right side, and Luciano was coming running over all the files to get to our van, and Homolo went out. And can you imagine how all my guests, they were screaming, applauding, yeah! He was all, what?
The
They
story.
were so crazy.
So funny because Romano looks a lot very like Luciano,
Yeah,
and
I
he's a
know.
beautiful soul too. But
Yes, of course he is.
they had such a great sense of humor, and they had
Yeah,
a very special connection with you and your groups. It was something otherworldly. It was from God, you know.
yeah,
There was a bond between you that you could not physically see, but it was
yeah,
there
yeah,
forever. And you know, he was just, especially you, and there were hundreds of thousands of people who came to the Casa, and thousands of people stayed in Martins Prasada, Irmasol, Imalua. But I
yeah,
never saw, and he was their driver, but I never saw that connection with any other group that I
yeah,
saw with you. It was the highest of vibrations. I mean, there was something huge, bigger, so hard to describe, inexplicable happening with you and your groups. It was from God,
yeah, I know.
and with respect to the other groups, he gave everybody the same service. He
Yeah,
opened his heart to everybody, but for
yeah,
some reason, your hearts were always intertwined like twin souls,
yeah.
which
But
is really beautiful.
I always had the feeling when I came to Brasilia, the airport. Sometimes he was joking. I couldn't see him when we came out with the luggage. Where is he? You said he was always here. Well, I can't see him. And suddenly you could see him. I could see him behind something. He
I
was
know.
hiding.
Yes, he was
But
playing.
I
And also,
always,
if
yeah, but
that's
when I
safe.
gave him a hug, I always felt that I was coming home. That was always the feeling. Now I'm home.
Yes.
That's it. It
Yes.
was like that.
Imagine. You
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
safe. Now I'm really going to be looked after here. And he
yeah,
was always there. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
he never missed a beat. I mean, they were so reliable. He was so present, and he gave his heart and soul to the work. I mean, for him it wasn't really work, it was more a spiritual connection and love.
yeah,
I mean, it was
yeah,
pure love, so it didn't feel like work for him. It was joy
yeah,
and pleasure. I mean, it was just his job, but he gave it everything,
yeah,
and you could see it. I mean, and always smiling. I can feel him around us now,
yeah, yeah.
and that's the difference, between when you go to a spiritual place like, Fatima or Lourdes, and
Mm,
it's different because there was this special personal connection in Abidjania with our human brothers and sisters, and so many unseen beings as well. But the humans that were there in service, and he was one of the really
yeah,
special
yeah,
people. And you happen to reunite in this lifetime. I personally am of the belief of reincarnation, and I know through the Casa, why the entities kept coming into meet him through his body. Um, they were all on the earth before, and they told us what they did. So you and Luciano were in different lifetimes together for sure. You
yeah.
know,
But all
and
my people, they did just love him.
it was
Yeah,
incredible, and without fail, it just always went perfectly. Whatever happened was meant to happen, and he bore his illness with such grace and such surrender, and he never
no,
complained, even when
no,
he was very ill and I met him and he was losing weight, and he never complained. It was always, I'm fine. I always prayed for him.
yeah.
I loved him so much, but he's not far away. They're not very far away from us,
No, I
It's
would,
just
I,
physically we want
yeah,
them.
I had a video chat with him once in from his home, and it was snowing here in Sweden. So I did look at the car I was driving, and he called his wife. Come on, look, look, look! It's snowing. But at that point, he also showed me that he could stand up from the
Yeah,
wheelchair, and he was so thin, my God. And
yeah.
he did raise up, and he said, "Look, I can stand up." Oh my God, it was so.
Yeah, hard.
Doesn't
And
have
they,
word.
they probably never saw snow before.
No, I know.
A lot of Brazilians have never seen snow, maybe in the south,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's just such a joy. And it's a beautiful thing to know that you stayed connected with him all these years,
yeah.
that right through the pandemic, which was very difficult for everybody, that you
Mhm.
still kept the bond, intact and pure, and the energy flowing. And it's a real blessing from
Yeah,
the divine power that, you know, we are connected, all of us,
yeah,
all over the world. All the sons and daughters of the Casa are part of the oneness. I mean, everyone is connected. So
yeah.
it's such a lesson. We are expanded. The Casa expanded our consciousness so much. And I'm not saying we're higher or lower than anybody. We're all
No.
equal. Eh, we have to move from the ego to the heart. And this was the work,
Yeah,
and that's what Luciano and you, looking at your bond, helped us all to open our hearts,
yeah.
knowing that love is all there is. It's just love that
It
is
is.
the glue. God's
Yeah.
love keeps us together.
And we always, I think, twice a week until the last week. We always send a bongia and a cup of coffee on the picture every twice times every week
Yeah,
for half a year, I think.
and it's such a symbol of Brazil.
Nothing
When
more.
you
Sometimes
got,
we did talk, but not very often. But the cup we always send. You know the picture you can send from WhatsApp.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also you're connected by the heart energy.
Yeah, yeah.
And your suitcases were so full. You brought coffee back too, yeah? I mean, your
I did.
suitcases were so full of crystals, triangles, rosary beads. You practically cleaned out the shop in the casa. And
I really. Oh, I have to show you something.
yeah,
Uh,
we,
can I get a crystal?
yeah, we have time. We have
Yeah, yeah, right.
like 10 minutes. Great. Yanni is so funny. I love this girl. I mean, and I haven't talked to her since she's been in the casa, and it's like we just met yesterday. It's incredible, the
Now I'm
connection.
back.
Like,
I don't know if you can see it. This is a crystal I bought when I was in Abadjania the last time. But
wow.
I have had this for several years. But now I will turn it around. Can you see on the back?
Yes.
Can you see it's a person with a cape?
Yes, I can see it. Oh my God, yes, here.
Do you know who it is?
It looks a bit like Dom Ignacio.
Yes, that's exactly him. And
Wow.
I was having this on my table, and one of my guests was looking at it, and she said, "Wow, have you seen this?" What? I said. And she showed me in the, if you turn it, yeah, on a
Yeah,
special way, you see it.
yes, I
I
saw
haven't
it.
seen it before.
That's amazing. Those
Yeah,
crystals are full of energy
and this is
entities,
big.
and
And
it is
I was,
huge.
what? And I really don't like the raw crystal. I want this part. So
Yeah, the
I
cut.
had never looked at this part.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I can see it very clearly.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a Don Ignacio. I mean, he's looking after you, and
Yeah.
he's everywhere. I
Yeah.
just, he is so present. I mean, I pray every day. I light candles every day when I'm here in Ireland, and I pray to all of them. You know,
But I
Jesus.
was so surprised when I saw this. My God, do I have this? I haven't seen it.
It's, you see, it reveals itself to you as time goes on when you are
Mm,
ready. And
mm.
now it is something that is so precious and it brings the energy of the casa to you. And without you even knowing, I mean, crystals have such a high vibration.
Yeah.
Upstairs, I have crystals everywhere here.
I
It's
think
like,
the most people who are here on meditation, they feel the casa energy here.
absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
and also your crystal bed. I don't know if you um, let people use it. It's so powerful,
Yes,
no
yes,
matter
I
where it
do.
is in the world. I mean, in the casa when I was there in April, I was literally an hour in Dom Ignacio's room, down number
Mhm.
30, and I could barely, it took me so long to get out. I had to sit outside the crystal bed because before I could walk. And I remember one day I was taking a picture of the chakras outside on the
Mhm.
wall outside of the crystal bed. I just come out, and the camera turned around and took a picture of me, and I am completely covered in rainbows. You can just barely see me. It's all rainbows. I didn't want to take a selfie of myself. I wanted to take a picture of the colors in front of me, but it turned on me. The entities did it, and I posted it, I think. And so literally there's rainbows right across my face. And that was after an hour crystal bed. So they are cleaning me up, and you are cleaned up completely with all this crystals, and the beds are really, I mean, I could barely walk. I used to have to sit for 10 minutes to actually get it together to
Yeah.
go and and I couldn't walk. I used to have to walk my bicycle home because I was afraid to get on it in case I fell off it. I mean, I was like,
Oh,
this is only April. I mean, the Gaza energy has gone up into orbit. I mean, wow, it's amazing now. I
this
mean,
is
when you
this
come
is
back,
amazing.
it is amazing. I
I
cannot
know.
even explain. With respect to the medium, I mean, he when they were there was a lot of noise, and now it's
Yeah.
quieter, so there's more connection in the silence, you know, and in the you can hear the birds. The rosary is really, really powerful, but it's what we bring to it. You nailed it there earlier on when you said we need to bring our 50%. You know,
Yeah.
we need to work as well. We just can't go there and say, heal me,
No,
you know, because
no, no, no,
that's
no,
how it
no.
works. We have to work our 50%, you know, and surrender, which is let
That is
go.
the difficult part.
Oh my
But
God.
but I will be back because I think I have 25 people on my list, waiting list, who wants to go to Abadiania.
Yes. And the time will come at the right
Yeah,
time because the world needs this energy now more than ever.
I
And
know.
it is rocking right now. The portal is wide open. We have so much help. I mean, it's breathtaking the amount of help we have from the other
Yeah,
side and how hard the entities are working now. And here in Ireland, I just pick up feathers all the time. There's a huge battle going on with Archangel Michael. He's fighting for us, with us. And I see feathers everywhere. And I'm my guardian angels. And I pick them all up and people say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Angels." And they're like, "Oh, okay." She's crazy. And water, I have Casa water and I just it's incredible how they reveal themselves to us. A lot of people aren't ready, so I don't go on because they already think I'm a bit batty. So and my family are wonderful because they know there's something. I have completely changed. I mean, I'm more grounded, even though I'm still, crazy. But
I know, I know.
like it changed my life. The cancer saved my life. And it saved all of us, our lives. And even those that have lost their bodies, it saved them, their lives. Your sister went through the portal of the Casa. My brother went through the portal as well, and my sister. So anytime you ask the entities to help, they help with the
Yeah,
passing on and the transition,
yeah, yeah,
you know. And I really, I'm so grateful to meet you and all our brothers and sisters. Like you just said, we know people from all over the world, more than 55 countries. Tom Ignacio said, oh, 55 countries, but that was a long time ago. There's much more now. I think I'll have a look at the time. Yeah, we're going to be winding up now
yeah,
because you have to go and collect your beautiful
yeah.
grandson.
I
And I'm
have,
so
I have to do
grateful
that.
to talk to
But
you and to have fun with you and laugh with you and remember and just know that we are so greatly loved.
yeah, yeah.
It will never end. The
No,
Casa
it will not.
energy is infinite.
I'm so grateful for your invitation, and we will keep in touch
We
forever.
forever and ever.
Yeah, we know that, both of us.
Yes. And you're my sister and also, all of your groups. I mean, they were always great. And I'll find out when you're going out there and we will meet again there. And I'll go to Sweden someday. I have to go up to Scandinavia anyway. I've lots of friends up there.
And I know
It's
I'm
warm.
going to Ireland.
Yeah, and you're invited to Ireland too. It's actually warmer here, even though it gets a bit cold. But also and to all the workers still at the Casa, the volunteers are still
Yeah,
there. They're
yeah,
still selflessly giving in love and service for the greater
yeah.
glory of God. And it's written on the walls, the words of Dom Ignacio, and it will always be there. The portal is always there. And I know that we are connected. We will never be parted.
No,
And I am so grateful.
that's very good.
Yeah,
But now it's almost time for me to pick up
yeah,
my little small lovey.
they're beautiful, and I
Yeah,
love them, and I
yeah,
love you.
yeah. I love you too.
Yeah, and thank you
So
for doing this for us all.
thank you very
Yeah,
much for
and
being.
we will
Yeah,
be in touch.
we
Big
will
hugs and
for
love.
you too.
Love never ends.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, Yanni. Thank you.
Yes,
Woo,
thank you.
I love you.
Yes, thank the same.
Yeah. Bye.